Hi, I'm Julie,
And I'm Jade.
and we've been discussing finances for our upcoming European trip. So we've listened to lots of suggestions and looked at research, and the suggestion was to get a travel card, a Visa travel card for overseas, so that you don't use the one that you would normally use at home, which is linked to possibly larger amounts of money or other accounts. So we've elected to do that. So I decided to get an Australia Post travel card, and that was a really simple process for me. I went to the Australia Post, said what I wanted. They did it all online for me, and I had to upload a minimum of $100. So once you've done that process with the post office, then at your leisure, I went home and I downloaded the app, which is attached to it, which is called Travel Card. So then I started playing around with it and I found it really easy. So I put my Australian dollars that I've saved into it. Before that, we actually researched what the Australian dollar conversion to euros was. And because we've only got like 3 weeks to go, we really had to make a choice and just put our money in there. It was only 57 cents euro. So it wasn't a lot. So it's like half of our Australian dollar. But so be it. So research before you upload your money and choose when to do that. So the good thing is we're using pounds and euros. So I've uploaded a few £100 and the rest is in euros. And hoping that's going to last because we prepaid a lot of things. This is within the app and you can see how many euros and how many pounds I have. This shows you the conversion of how much I had to spend Australian dollars to get the 1,325 euros. And as you can see, I had to spend $793 Australian to get 382 pounds.
So I looked into the Australia Post one also, but then I found out from someone that there's a Bendigo Bank travel card and I'm linked to the Bendigo Bank with my accounts already. So I spoke to the bank and they said that I could come in for an appointment and they could help me set up the card and show me how to use the entire card and the app and just make the process easier. So I ended up opting for that, which did cost me $15 for them to help me set it up, but made me feel really confident with how to use it. They showed me how to put money onto it and we did place a little bit of money on, but when I got home, I then transferred some more of my money into euros and pounds as well. But we were considering tossing up between whether we wait and put more money in when we're over there, which means that the dollar, the pound and the euros could go up, but then I don't want to have to worry about putting money across at any time. I just want to have the whole lot there. It's just easy and accessible. And if we come back and we haven't used it all, we'll just transfer it back to Australian dollars. So it should be fine.
So this is the travel card that the Bendigo Bank helped me set up. It's called a cash passport card. And this is what the app looks like on your phone. And my app looks very similar to Mum's, showing the euro and the pounds that I've got to spend. And here's the conversion of $566 to 273 pounds and 3,727 Australian to 2,124 euros.
So the only risk to placing all of the money onto the card now is that if someone were to steal the card, they have access to all of that money. Whereas if we put a couple of $100 or something across, they could only steal a small amount, and then what would mean is we would have to transfer ongoingly the amounts that we want. So the only thing we were concerned about is what if we don't have much internet access and we can't put money across, or there is a cost. If you use the app, it costs $2 to instantly get the money there. But if you know within a few days, I'm going to need more money, you actually can put the money across from a website, but it does take 2 days. So I just felt like there was a lot of pressure then to try and decide how much money am I going to need. I just felt like it would just be so much easier to have the money there. On my card, I'm not sure about Mum's one, but on my card, if someone were to steal it or I lose it, you can press block or
Same.
cancel card,
Same.
and it's just a short cancel until you find it, or you can fully remove that so that if anyone stole it, they can't actually take the money off. So we sort of felt like that was safe enough, so that we would basically just put the money across and we'll see how we go, and hopefully we can keep it safe. We've got quite a few safety things with us anyway, like we're going to carry our money on a bag that's across our chest, perhaps even put it under our jumper or in a little belt under our clothing. So, you know, we feel fairly confident that we can keep fairly safe, and we're only carrying a small amount of cash, aren't we? So that we don't want to be losing lots of money. And they said that basically everyone will tap to buy things over there. You don't need a lot of cash wherever we go anyway, except for tipping perhaps. So if we do need to tip the taxi driver or someone at the hotel or something, we'll have a little bit of cash for that.
So this is an example of how you would use the app. You can see the total on the front. If you go down to this button, add money, you can see here how much you like to load across in Australian dollars, and then how much it equals in, let's say if you click on pounds, say pounds. So type an amount. It currently says $1 equals 45 cents. So if you want to put, if you know you want 50 pounds, it costs you $110 in Australian. So now if we just go back, and if you want to move money to between what you've already got in there, so you currently have pounds, but you've now left England and you want to use that money into euros. So if we click on this bottom amount, choose currency, you can change that money into euros, and you say, I want to put $300 across and change it into euros so I can use it in Italy instead. So that's how you would use this app. And the only other reason you would use it is to see your balance whenever you need to.
Well, that's all we've got to tell you about the travel cards. Hope you enjoyed the video. On our return, we will do a review of how we found using the card. So thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.